So, hello, Calvert football family. It's been a while, and I'm just so grateful to have this opportunity to share out what's going to happen this summer and give you a little bit of detail behind the schedule. Although the schedule itself will have some particulars that I'll be passing on to the players as the summer progresses and as we get closer to each event. I do want to remind you guys, though, and I'm going to try to include this in this email that I'm sending to you all, that we need to make sure registration is taken care of prior to August. And so that registration includes signing back on our school, which is the platform we use to hold all the database for all athletes in school, and updating any information or just confirming the information that's currently in there. That has to be done every year, and we need to use the account that's already been established, not setting a new account. And then in that, your son should put in there what sports he wants to play, specifically football. I would put in there, wrestling, lacrosse, baseball, whether he is or is not going to play or not. It at least gives those coaches, if he's entertaining playing those other sports, an opportunity to kind of be out in front to see what their roster could look like. It also has an opportunity for you to register for the off-season training schedules that we run after the seasons are done with football. So they can register for that as well. The updated uh, physical form needs to be done as well. And so we try to get on a schedule in which we take our physicals during the summer. I know sometimes our insurances and stuff don't allow us to do that or take multiple physicals in a year. I get it. But it's important that we're aware of when that physical will expire because we do not want that to have happen during the season. And we certainly don't want to happen and not have a physical prior to the start of the day, the start of the season or practices, if you will, because we can't have you on the field practicing unless you have that physical done and your registration is complete. So the sooner we can get that done, the better off we'll all be, and we can help fill out and build out our roster accordingly. So to get into the schedule real quick so you understand what's going on, this is the June, July, August plan. We're going to continue to train in the format that we've been training in, which means we go Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3 to 5. We have the eighth graders still coming in for the bridge program on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5:30, or excuse me, from 6 to 7:30, and that will continue to progress through next week. And then what's going to happen is that's going to end for the eighth graders. Okay, for the eighth graders, that's going to end that week of Memorial Day. We're going to test those eighth graders out, and then we'll end that for them. Then I'm discussing whether or not we bring them in for the 7th and 8th, or 7th and 9th of June. But typically that time of the year, it's kind of crazy here at the high school. I'm sure it'll be crazy there at the middle school, wrapping up finals and getting things squared away as we transition to the summer break. And so most likely the week of June 7th and 9th and the week of June 14th, we probably will be dead for the eighth graders. No eighth grader functions then. And then, of course, when we get to the 14th and or the 16th, be it the last day of school, at that point, we will consider those eighth graders no longer part of our bridge program, but a part of Calvert High and essentially part of the Calvert High School football program, officially. And so then we'll start, as you can see, as labeled down here at the bottom on the 20th, you'll see that we start the summer Calvert Strength Performance Training Program, which is a little different in time, 5:30 to 8:30 in the evenings, and that's for all athletes, not just football players, but all athletes. And so we'll have some really fantastic competition. We'll have a lot of coaches out there who are eager and excited to be out there with our players, and so we want to make sure that we're ready to go in that. And of course, that extends all the way through the summer. You'll see the shaded in blue icon that represents the weightlifting, and you can see that we're covering that throughout June and July. And then it will end on July 19th as we transition to the next big days of our summer training schedule. But let's go back real quick, and you'll notice the red icon here on Saturday, the 4th of June, and you'll see the red icon here on the Friday of June 24th. Those two are varsity 77 passing tournaments at the University of Maryland that we are registered for underneath the Chesapeake Chaos. And so I'll be passing details along to our kids on who is going to be able to fill out that roster. We can't take everyone. We need to make sure that we get good reps and we prepare for the upcoming fall season. So it's a tournament team that kind of aligns with what we're projecting to be the varsity, team, and we want to make sure the guys get the reps that they need to get ready for the upcoming season. Uh, but we also know that there's some guys taking vacations and guys who may not be with us because of other obligations. And we certainly do not want any kid or any family feeling like they're obligated to be a part of all these functions during the summer. That is an important thing that we believe in, that family time is necessary. And for us to have a brain break or a body break in which we can get away and separate ourselves from the rigors of the grind that we all enjoy and have a good time with, we just know there has to be balance. And so I encourage the balance. You're going to see the schedule mapped out. And when it comes to training days, I think there's 16 training days that we'll have starting in the beginning of June. Those training days, if a kid makes 80% of them, then I can promise that he'll be in great enough shape to be able to come out and compete the way he should on August 10th. And so, but we know that during that time there's a plan out for them to go on vacation, and we encourage that. And so on the 4th and the 24th, we'll figure out what those rosters will be. We'll come up with a way to let those athletes know, and how we'll figure that out is forth will be forthcoming. All right. We'll also see on the 15th that there's 77s there as well, and there's also the chaos tanks, development time, which is important too. And so what we're going to be doing is here the 77 for the Chesapeake Chaos through the FCA organization or league will be hosted at Howland Point Park, tentatively speaking, on each one of those Wednesdays. So we have 4 Wednesdays of that, excluding the week of the 4th of July, that we'll be able to lock in and work with some other teams from here in the Southern Maryland region at Howland Point Park. That schedule will be determined later on. We're looking at starting roughly at 6 p.m. In conjunction with that, all of our tanks from the Chesapeake Chaos will then be also working at home at Calvert High School with some of our coaches who work with the tanks to, go over some fundamental skills, have some time of fellowship, eat, hang out, grow, and build out for themselves what they need to get ready for the upcoming season. So that's what that looks like. If we fast forward to July, you'll see that the week of the July 4th, we don't have anything on the 4th of July. All right, and we will have nothing obviously on July 6th, but we will have training on July 5th and July 7th. And then you'll see on the 8th, this little icon here represents the senior bonding trip, which is a yearly tradition that we have in which we take the seniors to Fenwick Island for the day, enjoy lunch there on the beach. We clean up there at the bathhouse. We go enjoy a family dinner at Dumpsters, one of the restaurants there in the northern part of Ocean City. We go then have a putt-putt competition, and then we head on down to the boardwalk and close out the day. A wonderful day of bonding, a day that the kids never quickly forget. And then you'll see the following week we're back kind of on schedule, and then we add in the tournament on the 16th at Towson, 77 passing tournament. So 3 good tournament opportunities for our guys to kind of grow and become ready for the upcoming season. And then you'll see that we'll finish off the summer training cycle on the 18th and 19th officially. Allows our guys to kind of get focused, to get ready for the upcoming football season. We will be picking up the strength and performance training back when we get started on the 10th, but officially the weight room will be closed at that point from our standpoint and what we're doing for the upcoming season. But you'll see here on the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, with more information to come, we're going to be running the Calvert Football Youth Contact Camp, which we haven't ran in a while due to COVID and things like that. So we're excited to get that off the ground running again. It will be hosted here at Calvert High School in the evenings and Saturday morning. And with that, we also include the opportunity for our incoming freshmen to be a part of the 301 camp experience. And that experience allows them in just regular street clothes, shorts and t-shirts to get some work with our coaches exclusively by themselves. So that way they can really understand the system that we run, the verbiage, and the expectations we'll have as a staff. Then you'll see the 23rd, 25th, 26th, 27th of July is our Team Shepard camp, which is a great experience. It's some work. It's hot. Temperatures are hot, but man, it's a great experience that our kids always enjoy being a part of. And again, we haven't been able to do that in a while, so we're excited to get that back on the ground running. And so we're looking forward to getting back to Shepard and having 6 quality practices there at Shepard University in the end of July. And then we'll take a good long break, a week and a few days before we start back up in August. And of course, August 9th would be the day that we issue equipment, and then we start the practice schedule out. And you can see that the blue icons here with the check marks would be a regular practice day, times to be determined, and then the yellow check mark days will be two-a-days. And in our case, our two-a-day practice are a little modified. They start a little earlier in the afternoon, but they do start in the afternoon, and then we go to like 9:30. Uh, that way we can accommodate our coaches who are transit and work all over the different places. So that's what we do there. And of course, you can see the 2 scrimmages on the 19th and the 26th. And then, of course, the first day of school would be the 30th. And so that's the kind of the way it looks for this summer. I will be giving more information as we get closer, and I certainly would hope that if you have any questions that you email me or text me, and I'll be glad to assist you in any way I can. Look forward to working with your sons this summer and look forward to building a stronger relationship with my Calvert football family. Thank you. I'm out. Boom.